Well, this is it. Tomorrow's the first opportunity we have to have a worship service inside our buildings. For a long time, we've been getting by with social distancing and playing it safe and having drive-in services. And we're moving forward into a different situation tomorrow, and we wanted to just quickly give you some pointers on how to make this a great opportunity for us to worship together here at Fish Lake Bible Church. Well, this will be your first opportunity tomorrow. We're going to be limiting our access points to the building to the two newer entrances rather than having you come in on the east end. And so that'll allow us to give you instruction and direction to the seating. And our beautiful lobby that you're enjoying now will not be a place to hang out before the service tomorrow. We're going to ask that you just come inside and work with our ushers to find a seat. We'll have several choices for seating areas in order to keep our social distancing, and so we'll show you what that's going to be like. You probably noticed there's a few additions to the auditorium. This blue tape is not so that you have a challenging move to your seat. It's actually to keep you out of the rows that are roped off. And so if you'll work with us on sitting in the full rows, we'd like you to sit by family unit where you occupy the same household. Some of your families have been, for the last few weeks, together in extended family situations, and since the small gatherings have been being allowed, if you're comfortable sitting with your extended family and want to fill up a row, that's great. We're asking if you're not in the same household that you would leave at least 2 seats, preferably 3 seats between yourself and someone else. That means if you'll sit the opposite of what we usually ask, on the ends of the rows and leave the space in between. That'll help us to judge how full the auditorium is getting, as well as our other rooms. Well, I'm sorry to say that we won't be having donuts and coffee tomorrow, but I hope that doesn't keep you home. We're going to have hand sanitizing stations. The bathrooms will have not just hot soap and water, and the restroom facilities, but we also have put out some things, personal wipes, sanitizing supplies. If you want things wiped down better, the building's been clean. We tried to sanitize everything in preparation for your being here, but we're going to encourage you to go above and beyond tomorrow, what's normal for us, because we're working back into resuming contact with each other and with the building, and so things will be different. Some areas will be closed, not in use. In some areas, we're going to encourage you to, again, not spend a lot of time socializing. There are people who need to move through our lobby areas and get to the restrooms and things, so if you'll come in, you'll find a seat. You'll be excited to worship with one another. After the service, if you want to do more greeting, that'll be up to you. The psalmist put it this way: I was glad when they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord and worship. We hope you're going to be really thrilled to be here inside worshiping with other believers tomorrow. But we're going to reach our maximum capacity in the main auditorium very quickly. And so we've set up our old auditorium, our fellowship hall, with social distancing in mind. You can see the seats, how they're arranged. I'm going to ask you again to try to sit in the group of seats that fit you the best. If you're single or a couple, we have spots where there's just a couple of chairs. And if you're single and you don't mind, you can grab a chair and kind of isolate yourself. But we're going to be able to have the service live on our screen here with all the sound from the other auditorium. And so we're encouraging you to consider helping us out by choosing this as the room in which you'll worship here in the building today. It's not the place and it's not the number of people, it's the opportunity to be together. The last opportunity we have for seating in the building is our library, and we're encouraging you to come. We have a closed circuit television here. They'll have the service on it as well, and we have a limited number of seats in this room, but Our thought is perhaps families that have babies, people who would like to be in a little quieter setting and don't mind that, or in a little less quiet setting, depending on how many babies are here. But that's the time that I will mention that if you have young children coming with you, or you have infants, we will not be providing children's ministries or the nursery facility staff. But if you have need of them, or your children become restless and you'd like to take them and have them have a little bit of playtime in those parts of the building, children will be the responsibility of the parents. We ask you to help keep them under your control a little bit more than we normally do, so that you know where they are and what they're doing, so that if we have any other people who are more concerned about being around others, that you'll be able to help make them comfortable. So one last thing about the services being tomorrow: if you're not feeling well, running a temperature, have a cough, please stay home and take care of yourself. If you're uncomfortable in any way with being around other people in a little closer setting than most of us have been familiar with in a while, probably this is not going to be a great experience for you, because we're working together to do the best we can in honoring one another and glorifying God, but it will be hard to move around without ever coming close to anyone. If you want to wear a mask in order to help protect yourself, if that's the way you feel, you're more than welcome to do that. We do not require masks, and there will be people here who are choosing not to wear masks. I just want to be upfront with you and tell you, in the plan that we've developed and with the guidelines that we've been given by the state, and the best we can do is trying to put a plan together in advance. We're inviting people to come, encouraging them to observe social distancing and whatever makes them feel the most comfortable. But we're a church ministering to a group of people. We're not all the same in our thoughts about that. We have one faith, one hope, one baptism, but we don't have the same ideas about how to handle this current health situation. And so, no judgment, no problem, but do what you feel makes you feel the most comfortable, and be gracious toward everyone else. They may not agree with you. We will have available, for those who would like to come but are still uncomfortable, an option or two. One is, we'll be taking the service and filming it and placing it on our YouTube channel later in the day, just as we've done in advance before meeting together in this way. I wish we could live stream, but our technology here in the country just doesn't make that possible. And so we'll be recording the service and putting it on our YouTube channel. We also will be broadcasting our service, just as we have with the drive-in services, over the FM channel. And so you'll be able to come into our parking lot, park your car, turn on your radio, and sit in the parking lot and listen to the service. You won't be able to see what's going on. We don't have any televisions or screens on the outside of the building to show the pictures like we do in the other rooms. But if you'd love to be here and you just want to be with the people of God, and you want to come and be in your car, we'll get an opportunity to get you bulletins, get you the information you need when you get here. You just remain in your car, and we'll have some people checking the parking lot to see if you're staying in your car for the service. Make sure you're on the right channel, make sure you have a bulletin for the day and know what's going on, so that you can participate with us in that way. So we give you those opportunities of being here, being online with us, or being here in our parking lot for a drive-in service. We're doing the best we can under these circumstances to care for the people of God. And if there's anything we can do, get a hold of pastors and deacons. Let us know what we can do for you. We've asked you to let us know a little bit in advance if you're going to be here. I don't know about Pastor Timothy, but I haven't heard from a lot of you. And it'll be like when we put out a sign-up list, and some of you think, well, they know I'm going to be there. Well, we don't. But we want you here, and I'm sure hoping you're going to come and be with us. So excited about tomorrow. God bless you. See you in the morning.